channel. Yes, it's me, Serene, and I am live. And I'm going to be live really quick because I want to introduce to you a new program, well, a new channel, I would say. Program, channel, I don't know the right language for this one. But I'm going to be talking about creating wealth and this channel, or building wealth. And I'm dedicating my Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to what I call Wealth Building Wednesdays. And on this series, or on this particular channel, I think I'm gonna check my whole channel out. And I'm going to be dedicating Wednesdays to the idea of building kingdom wealth. Now, not in the terms of just money alone, like strategies to build wealth, right? I'm not going to just sit here and say, hey, build wealth, and this is how you build wealth, and things of that nature. We're going to talk about the whole idea of what God believes, what God says wealth is. I'm talking about building wealth and identity, building wealth. I have friends that talk about identity and mental wellness and mental wealth. I mean, mental health and mental wellness and things of that nature, and how we can leave legacies for our children, for our children's children, about mental, like having wealth in our mentality. I'm sorry, having wealth, like the value of identity, right? Because a lot of us falter about who we are and identity, right? So there's wealth and identity. Um, Learning how to self care, right? A lot of us don't know how to, we've never been taught self care. But if you can build up wealth around the idea of self care and the importance of self care, and leave that legacy for your next generations, that's that's what God considers wealth. God, I find it interesting that in the Bible, God uses two terms uh, about wealth. He used riches. He actually used the term riches, and he actually used the term wealthy. When you um, when you talk about the story of the rich young ruler, they're usually the word, depending on the text that you read, he's either described as the rich young ruler or the wealthy young ruler, right? Which denotes that he had a lot of money. But however, what he had in money, he lacked in character. He lacked in um, the ability to recognize something greater than himself. He lacked a lot of things. But on this channel, for this purpose of building wealth on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about way more stuff than that. We're going to be talking about not only just how to build wealth financially, but how to keep it and maintain it for the next generation. We're going to be talking about how to build a healthier mindset around money that in, that increases the value of wealth, the wealth of wisdom, what you can pass on to your children other than money, how to build legacy. Because God is always interested in building legacy. If you ever notice about God, God is about generations, right? And the same thing he did for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he wants to do for me and generations after me. He wants to do for you and generations after you. But it's not just about passing on money. When Remember when Joseph was sold into slavery by his brothers, right? And he go to Potiphar's house, and Potiphar's wife wants to sleep with him, and he said, no, I will not sleep with you, because it will be a sin against my father. Again, I'm sorry, a sin against God. That's what he told them. Now, mind you, this is in Genesis. How did Joseph know that would be a sin before God? Because his father taught him about God. He gave him a legacy of God that was full of richness that he could depend upon in his time of need. That's legacy. That's wealth. It's not just about money. And when Joseph's time came to become wealthy, he was wealthy and he was able to steward and manage it all well. So, starting next week on Wednesdays at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, I don't know what your time zone is, but that's West Coast, because I live in Los Angeles. We're going to start having these wealth building conversations. Why? Because as kingdom people, that's where we're going. There is a great wealth transfer that's happening. And I'm talking about in assets and things of that nature. But you also have to have a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, identity, and self care. Because I'm going to have two people on so far that I'm going to invite to join us for the conversation of wealth and identity, and the wealth and health of self care, mental self care, and things of that nature. Things that we should be passing on down to our children, not just, oh, this is how we get wealthy. This is how, this is how we can make a lot of money. This is how we get the wealth that we want, things like that. This is a deeper, more profound conversation. Yes, it's going to be biblically based. There's going to be a lot of talk about God because without because for me, wealth without God is just a lot of noise. And I don't want to have wealth without my king. I don't, because he is the one that gave me the power to get wealth. So why would I, in my good self, good mind, want to have wealth without him, right? So that's what this channel is going to be about, because I'm changing a lot of things, and this is what this channel is going to be dedicated to. Every Wednesday, 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Mark your calendar. Starting next week, we're going to be having these conversations about building wealth on Wednesday. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep you on for long because I got another video I got to make. So I love you guys to life, and I will see you guys next Wednesday with our very first topic. Talk with you soon.